This is Kathy Chase. As I said, they took the whole Led Zeppelin thing and used Goodyear tires from the Hindenburg. They used a Goodyear blimp with my foot and their whole tar and their pit scheme. Tar, you scramble art, all the art, rat, and art, rat, and tar. And if my family doesn't hurry up and get a backbone and get some frickin' brains, the fact of the matter is I don't kill people, and neither do my kids. They're playing you for like a bunch of stupid dummies and playing this stupid game and manipulating reverse psychology. They're masters of reverse psychology for their reverse relationships and all this other stupid crap. They're masters of manipulation. I'm not their slave. I'm getting tired of being treated as the president's slave. And if they want to go put RFID in people's bodies and make money off them, they can do it to themselves. They don't have to waste other people's lives and time for their greed. Handing out just pocket change in the process, because that's all that is. A couple $1 million here and there or whatever, that's just pocket change in the whole realm of everything. And I can't help it, my family is not that bright. Obviously. Their inconsistency and with how they used the things that came products of my life to manipulate for the past, 10 years? 10 years. It was 2005, 2002 when I first got named that tune, in 2005 when I left there. And, you know, government's never contacted me, and government just sits there, and I'm frickin' tired of their little stupid game with my life that's not legal. They don't use my name. They know they're just trying to use mafia techniques to try to kill me because they don't want to pay out, and so they pay out this little pocket change to people to bribe them to do things illegal, which is mafia. That's mafia. And there's a lot of witnesses to that, and they're just trying to evade me because the financial aspect was supposed to be to me, and that's why they avoid me with their little segregation and alienate me with a frickin' I don't know, Easter Island or Starbucks is down by Starbucks Island and Easter Island are next to pretty much within the same vicinity. Islands down in the South Pacific and the Polynesian area. You know, they plan things this way with their little tar pits and their monsters and no, it wasn't okay for you to use my life to your advantage, nor is it okay for you to use my children's lives, and I can't help it, my family's too dumb. I'm tired of them being stupid. I'm tired of my family being dumb. Really, I'm tired of it. I should be a billionaire. And they sit there and they're just not being bright. Then everybody knows, including media and people nationwide, knows their inconsistency with their little crap, their little game. And I'm tired of presidents and these people manipulating, called on to manipulate family in the process. Shannon and Kim and Rob's family or whatever. You know, it's all a manipulation process, a pit process, stabbing people in the back. Types of pits, the scars, you know, RFID, and then their little sicknesses with using people's lives. And pits are stages, and pit is a road, like a race pit, a road pit. Different, like the finish line. And then there's armpits, like a monkey would scratch under the armpits. And as I said, the internet with my foot, and Mr. Webb was my principal at Zeman. And he used to talk into bananas like they were phones. He used to pretend that to make the kids laugh. When they'd have them open the bananas. And Between that, the principal and the math and all that stuff, between that and my foot and where my dad worked at NETV and, you know, the web, the net, like fishnet stockings, legs, pantyhose, and eggs, and net as in money. And then you got the Jeffersons. Well, he finally got a piece of the pie. That's where that comes from. It's about money. George Jefferson, you know, you see the intro. That's where the pie comes from. And then the math, and then principles, and square roots, and how they, you know, it's math is basically the only infinity that exists is in numbers and money. And number 4, as far as your little square stupidity goes on the keyboard, is money. And you know, there's Eggers in town. The Eggers name with an S. There are Eggers without the S, Egger, that are not related. And then there's Eggert, like T minus. That's kind of how I think they got that equation. Lance Egger used to be Rob's Snap-on tool dealer, for example. And I think Randy was in the Marines with a Ryan Egger with no S. He lived from Omaha or something like that. No relation, there was no S on the end. And, I don't know, I'm tired of my family running around like chickens with their heads cut off because they won't get a brain. You know, it's like the Wizard of Oz. You know, there's one with no brain and then one with no heart. And then, you know, I'm just tired of my family being stupid that I don't kill people. And they've been playing this little manipulation game. I don't kill people, and neither do my children. And there's no way they can legally kill me. If something happens to me, people go to jail. They're lucky that they're not in jail right now because they've attempted to kill me. They should be in prison. They should be court-martialed. And where my you know, Penny Marshall, the glove over the beer bottle thing, you know, Michael Jackson with the glove, and then the moonwalk in my foot, and that and so forth. Where I got in my accident in college, it was right in front of the Marshall. I think it's a dentistry. It's right next to the Dr. Konarski's office, right across from Burger King on 48th and Van Dorn. It was where I was in a car accident and I hit a van. There's another reference to a van. Marshall as in getting court-martialed. Marshall as in Penny Marshall, and then from Laverne and Shirley. And then my mom's name is Marcia. And then you know, you put pennies in penny loafers, and so forth. But, you know, I can't do this myself. I have to chase after protecting my children all the time. And I'd appreciate, if my mom's too stupid, and if my dad's going to be too stupid, I'd appreciate some help from extended family and helping me, because I can't get my family, other parts of my family, to wise up. You know, the whole thing with my foot, and then the fishnet stockings things. I thought of the walleye thing, but then I realized, you know, you have channel catfish, channel fishing. So, channel lakes, you know, Lake McConaughey, Macintosh, Apple, you know, the Mick names in the neighborhood, and MC names in the neighborhood, and then other MC names in the phone book, and then but, you know, my family needs to wisen up, because you're getting played by the fool. You know, it's like the sayings go, you know, not the sharpest tool in the shed, or, you know, snap-on tools. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, or dumber than a doornail, you know. There's other phrases to go along with being stupid. And these people have wasted, 27 years of my life. They've beaten me pretty much with the fact that they were in a panic to manipulate my life, to try to get me killed, because they were worried that I was going to get to the point where I'm at now, which I found out about all the money and all the money and all the aspects in which came from my foot in my life. And you know, fishnet stockings and net bankrolls and piggy banks and living high off the hog, and one man's trash is another man's treasure, and treasure chests and toy chest, and then my chest, I guess, is they're friggin' want to friggin' abuse me with my bra strap or whatever. I don't know. My family needs to wisen up. I need help. I've asked for corporate lawyers' help. I've asked for lawyers out there to help me, any lawyers. They're trying to segregate me because they're trying, it's mafia techniques. It's all mafia. All that is mafia techniques. Segregating me, bullying me around, playing with my life, trying to keep me playing these obstacle games with my life, planning these things like social services with the stupid rainbow, and everybody knew that this was planned. They did this to my children. They put RFID in my children, knowing that that would be backup plan for making more money. Also a backup plan because they knew I'd be running around chasing after them to try to protect them, because that's one reason why there was a backwards to begin with, because frankly, to be quite honest with you, the internet was around right when I was dropping out of high school at Southeast, and I should have been a billionaire by that point. I should have been rich by the time I was in high school. So they did this backwards thing, doing this with my children, to manipulate. It was part of a manipulation. So I need my family to wisen up and stop playing this stupid game with these stupid jackasses from Southeast. And I don't know, the presidents are crazy, you know, obviously. They have no, you know, they have bad intentions because they're greedy. And I figured, you know, it's bad enough that you're greedy, but you have to take it out on me and abuse me and my children every single day. We've gone through so much. My son with his lung problems, and then Wheezy Jefferson, and then, you know, the Poison Rugs chat documentation I have had all over the web. And you know, I'm tired of people manipulating my life, and I'm tired of them manipulating family, and I'm tired of them not being smart. And I don't know how you can have any compassion for people that use other people's lives to get what they want out of life, to hurt other people, hurt me and my children, when, you know, so much has came from our lives that they don't want to admit to, or they're too greedy or whatever. But to turn around and abuse us with those same concepts is really sick. Don't even bother talking to the presidents. You don't bother talking to them because they're sitting on all the money. You have to go straight to the government. You have to go straight to the government agencies and talk to them about what has been going on, what people have talked to you about. That is how you document. You have to go to the government agencies and say what they have told you, whether it's White House people, whether it's presidents have told what they've told you. You have to go document. Whether it's Shannon or Kim, you have to go document. You have to go document this, because there's no way that Kim or Shannon or Rob's family can manipulate getting me killed, because I don't kill people, and neither do my children. And these attacks on me and my children have to stop. This is mafia techniques. They're trying to keep me from getting at money. Well, you know, I really can't do that if you're going to corner me in and box me in with lawyer without making it impossible for me to get lawyers anyway. So what's your point to bully us around and abuse us? What is the point of that? If you were never intending on sharing money, which corporations ought to be sick with the presidents, why they would be so mean, you know, that's just mean. That's just beyond mean. And we're not talking billions of dollars, we're talking trillions of dollars, or even more. I don't even know. They don't even know. If you're that greedy to share the wealth, then why do you think why do you have to be such hypocrites to use reverse psychology? Because that's what it is. That's what this is all about. It's reverse psychology, and trying to manipulate my life. Which there's no way they can manipulate my life, because they wouldn't have left it in there for 27 years if there wasn't profits. There wouldn't be all these evidence. There's tons of evidences to show that there's money everywhere. All you have to do is think about it. And, you know, they left it in there for 27 years. Why would they leave something in my body for so many years if it wasn't a huge money generator? If I'm not just this walking money generator, you know? So, you know, I'm tired of family talking to these people, because it's making my life and my children's lives very difficult, very miserable, and on top of the fact that they're rubbing in and abusing me with money and profits made off of my life. And that's gross. We're not talking about money. We're talking about gross as in sick in the head. You know, Union Bank is a main bank here in Lincoln, Nebraska, established here in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, and then you got the slaves, the Union, Underground Railroads, and all this stuff. They see me as a slave, like they're money slave. No, I don't think so. I'm tired of you pushing me around. I don't hurt other people. I'm tired of my kids being pushed around, a mother and her children. You know, I'm tired of my human rights being ignored. I'm tired of my constitutional rights being ignored because you're bullying me around mafia style. That's the only reason, because I don't hurt people, and you're trying to divert from the money. You wouldn't let something go on for 20-some years, 27 years, and then start all this big old war game, which was planned, if you had not had things to hide. You would have gotten it out before the fame and the whole moon thing with the stars. You planned all that. There's so much evidence out there. How dare you plan my life for me? How dare you punish me with products of my life and monies that came from my life? That's really gross. That's sick. That's beyond evil. I don't even know how to describe that. More beyond evil. You know? They've been taking my family to the cleaners for a long time. This goes from my dad's scar to my head, his head. It's a moon. It's like a crescent moon shape. This is very important. All the evidences I've talked about online is very important. The crescent moon shape scarf on my dad's head. I think that's how they got that, the moon thing. And then my mom paints her eyebrows on, and then the wall thing. I doubt my mother's seen the wall. I doubt certain family members have seen the wall, and the wall has nothing to do with me. But there's a guy, the guy singer in the wall. He's a musician, and he shaves his eyebrows off. Okay, my mom's been, you know, my mom paints her eyebrows on, and we used to call her a bug when we were little. And I think that's how they got the antenna and the moon equation from the forehead, because you get Ash Wednesday, the little dot, and then the little Hindu dot. Ash Wednesday, the dot, and then the scars and certain things on the forehead. The Wednesday, leap year falls on a Wednesday. Starts with a W. Wednesday starts with a W on your calendars. My foot is a wide, I wear a wide shoe, and I think I have wide feet because the whole web feet thing and birds. I think that's why they wanted me to have grow, whatever they did to my body. They wanted me to have specific foot size and specific breast size too. Because it matches certain streets. Like I said, I wear a 36D. D is Plymouth Church. Richard Chase's church. 3600 is Calvert. And a 360 is a full circle. And then, my foot is a wide. www dot. That's how it came along. And then, as I said, Hindu dots, magic carpet rides. Dot Island and Yellowstone Park. The Yellow Brick Road in the Wizard of Oz is a swirly thing. So, my family needs to get wise. Because I don't kill people, neither do my children. You're being manipulated. Big time. You're being dumb. If you don't wise up, and then, people will definitely go to jail if something happens to me or one of my kids. They're lucky they're not in jail right now because of all the evidences I've put online about them poisoning rugs in my home. And then I did send, I don't know if the EPA ever got them, if somebody retrieved those carpet samples. But I did send carpet samples from the house on Truchard Road to the EPA. Whether they got them or not, I don't know. Because, as I said, that chat text was from December of 2004, where they were talking about all the Rudolph, and they had all the Rudolph and the reindeer and the Christmas names. And I only displayed, a few of those chat things. I have more. There's more that I have not put online. There's a lot of them from that same couple of weeks when I was in the cribbage rooms and MSN. So, there's a lot of evidence, and I know who did that. I know who had the carpet rug's name. I know who had that, but I'm not even going to state because other people know too, and they know how it got there. But they're lucky that people should be in jail technically right now, and government just sits there. I don't know why. I don't know why they've just been sitting there doing nothing. But manipulating family, and then they've got these other people working for them to manipulate, I suppose. Kim and Shannon are master manipulators, and frankly, I should be worth a lot of money, and they're holding me down with my own because of that, and there's no reason for these abuses to concur upon me and my children. As I said, I'm abused internally with RFID and the pacemaker since I had her. Within about 6 months after I had her, the abuses with the pacemaker started. And they're manipulating. And we don't kill people. Me and my children don't kill people. There is no such thing as a contest to kill other people. There's no such thing. That's mafia. There's no such thing as killing other people for survival, playing survival island. There's no such thing. To kill other people to survive. That's mafia. If you kill somebody, they're going to kill you too. That's how they work. Okay? You can't kill other people. People can't instigate you to kill other people. People can't do that. Presidents can't have other civilians kill other civilians. That's extremely illegal. And the reason why they're doing it is because of the money. Get a frickin' clue.